It's the holiday season, and with it, one of the worst times of the year for impaired driving. Tonight, News Channel 5 investigates the growing problem of drunk and impaired driving on the streets of Nashville. Good evening, I'm Vicki Yates.
And I'm Carrie Sharp, in for Rory tonight. And tonight you will see how the system really works through 3 cases caught on police video, cases where suspected DUI offenders had all charges dropped.
Now, this follows news that Nashville DA Glenn Funk has given up state funding for DUI prosecutions. Our investigative team crunched the numbers and discovered that less than half of the people charged with DUI in Davidson County are convicted as charged, just under 46%. Now, that compares to more than 70% convicted statewide. 43% pleaded guilty to reduced charges, either reckless driving or reckless endangerment. And almost 1 out of 10 had their charges dismissed or retired. That's almost 600 cases. Our chief investigative reporter Phil Williams and his team have combed through dozens of cases.
Well, good evening to you. We chose 3 cases as examples that may leave you scratching your head. While the number of traffic fatalities involving impaired drivers is on the rise in Nashville, the defendants you're about to meet all got off scot-free.
Hey, put it in park for me, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just park right here. Okay, right here. You're good. Stop. Hey, put it in park. Put it in park. No.
This is police body cam video from last March that someone had hoped might disappear forever.
All right.
No, it's not in park. It's in reverse.
All right. Let me bark it.
Hey.
Police were dispatched to the scene after the Nashville man repeatedly called 911 from his car.
Hey, talk to me. What's going on tonight? What's going on tonight, man?
Officers quickly suspect he's driving under the influence.
I'm not driving that.
No. You was driving when I got here, okay?
No.
You wouldn't put it in park?
No.
Okay. Yes, you did. Okay, how much do you got to drink tonight?
I drank 1 beer.
1 beer?
Yes.
In fact, the man has been here before, arrested at least once 5 years ago on DUI charges that for some reason prosecutors decided to dismiss, and his criminal record shows a lengthy history of arrests for public intoxication.
I'm not driving no more.
No, it's too late.
I'm not driving no more in my life.
Come over here with me.
The man eventually agrees to do a field sobriety test.
I understand you,
okay.
but after then, please, not tell me you're going to take me to jail.
Hey.
Doing the heel-to-toe test, the man struggles to maintain his balance and comes up with a unique excuse.
It's the problem of the line, not my problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
You going to jail for driving under influence.
At this point, the man is taken into custody where, according to police, he would admit to drinking, quote, a lot. But look up that case in court files today and you won't find anything. The case has been dismissed and expunged as if it never happened. Sources familiar with the case say there were questions about the man being competent to stand trial, but rather than fighting it, DA Glenn Funk's office decided to just drop the whole thing and put him back out on the streets.
For one of the few times in my life, I'm really speechless. I don't know what to say about that.
That case stunned the legislative liaison for Tennessee's Mothers Against Drunk Driving, whose brother-in-law was killed by a repeat offender.
They are competent enough to get in an automobile and operate it on the roadways. It may not be in a safe manner, but if they can make those decisions, they should be held accountable.
If you're competent enough to pursue getting your case expunged, you're competent enough to build a case with your attorney for your own defense.
Fraternal Order of Police President James Smallwood was also surprised by what we uncovered. In fact, our investigation found several cases like it where psych evaluations indicated that the defendants were sane at the time of their DUIs, but were supposedly not competent to understand the charges and assist in their defense. 2 other of the mid-state's elected DAs tell News Channel 5 this is not an argument they would willingly accept.
We now have body cameras, we have officer statements, we have witness statements. There is compounding evidence to show what happened and how this individual found themselves in that position. The defense of a DUI is not that difficult.
They're either drunk or they're not.
They're either drunk or they're not.
That dude in the white car said he got hit up.
Another guy in a white car got hit, and then he basically crashed into this.
Then there's this incident where a man crashed his van in this neighborhood after getting high on drugs.
Narcan, I got some in my car.
Okay.
I got some.
First responders quickly hit the driver with 2 doses of Narcan.
He's still breathing, just shallow.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
really shallow, but he's definitely overdosing.
After being treated at the hospital,
Some seat for me.
the man was taken to jail and booked for driving under the influence. But when the case got to court, docket notes from the DA's office show it was dismissed for FTP, failure to prosecute, when the officer didn't show up in court. Emails showed the officer was on FMLA that day, and the prosecutor released him from his subpoena.
If you look at the history of these cases, several of them have been delayed days, weeks, months.
And if a judge dismisses for failure to prosecute, you can take it to a grand jury.
Absolutely. He can make an indictment and follow up on it later. And guess what? That officer is more than likely to be available at the later date.
Hey, what's up, partner? You got a driver's license on you?
Then there's this multi-vehicle collision in South Nashville, a crash involving 4 cars, but luckily no injuries.
Hey, man, how much you have to drink tonight?
The driver, who's throwing up as officers try to talk to him, appears to have trouble comprehending basic questions.
Where are you coming from?
What do you mean?
Where have you been tonight?
Sorry.
Inside his truck, officers find a loaded gun. He's taken into custody. But when they get him to jail, the suspect suddenly decides to kick one of the officers. And when he's pinned against the wall, he kicks again.
Think that's a good choice? Yeah. That's not a good choice. Don't do that.
Prosecutors would later tell police that because the man was military, they just let his superiors deal with him.
Why are we not holding that individual accountable for what they did here? Why are we not saying, in Nashville, you don't assault a police officer?
What message does this send to officers?
That we're not going to prosecute people that you've removed from this environment. We're not going to take crime seriously. That's what it looks like to us.
3 DUI cases, 3 defendants who got off scot-free. 3 examples why critics say in Nashville the system is broken. Again, we reached out to the DA's office figuring you deserve an explanation for what happened with these cases, but they continue to ignore our request for comment. In that first example, we checked with the state. Even though prosecutors dropped those charges because of questions about the man's competency, the Tennessee Department of Safety tells me they have no record that the DA's office went after that man's driver's license, restricting his ability to drive a car capable of killing innocent people. As of today, the state tells me he can legally drive on the streets of Nashville. Carrie?
And that's a scary thought. Thank you, Phil.